pressure. Oh, my goodness. Collides with Leighton Vander Esch down at the 1. So now 3rd and goal. Cook. Did he get it? He did, his 13th rushing touchdown. Look at that face mask, by the way. There's something wrong with it. We need to clean up in aisle 6, please. I need a new face mask over here. Thank you. On to the second quarter with the boys down 1. Look at the adjustment by CeeDee Lamb. When that ball was in the air, I was like, gosh, why'd he overthrow him? And somehow he matrixed that stuff. The rookie taken 17th overall with the 4-yard score. And Dallas is back up by 6. On to the third. Vikings now down 9. And it's time for an Adam Thielen highlight. Maybe a few of them. That's a pitch and catch of 51 yards as the Vikings are now in red zone territory. And 6 plays later, for the second time in a week, scratch that, the second time in 6 days, Thielen does the one-hand corner thing. He did it in Chicago, and now he does it at home. Even though there were paws all over him, he just needs 1 hand and 2 feet. That's some toe drag swag stuff. Nate, you better be watching. On to the 4th. Vikings down 2. Till that, it's Thielen again, his 11th receiving touchdown. That is the most in the NFL this year. So the Cowboys down 5 with 12 and change to go. Tony Pollard. Everybody always yells at the screen, why is Tony Pollard in? That's why Tony Pollard's in. Cowboys up 1, pending a 2-point try. Yeah, why not? Zeke with a quick pitch to the rookie. That's good play design. Nifty. Dallas is up 3. So the Vikings get the ball back. Cook ripping it. 16-yard gain. 27 carries for 115. Also had 5 snags for 45. And 4 plays later, what about another rookie who went just after CeeDee Lamb? Justin Jefferson. The guy that replaced Stephon Diggs has been unripped. There's the gritty! There's the gritty! Everybody at home do the gritty. Vikings reclaim the lead. They're up 4. But here comes Zeke again. Oh, the hesitation. And he plows ahead for 18. He had his first 100-yard game of the year. 103 to be exact. 4 plays later with 2 and change to go. Dalton, Amari Cooper. That's a gain of 10. 5 plays later. Dalton to Dalton. That's Andy to Schultz. 2-yard score, and Dallas is up 3. The Vikings trying to come back under a buck and a half to go. Cousins looking for Thielen on 4th and 6. Don't care if it's dropped. Dallas holds on, picks up the road win where there were 4 lead changes in the 4th. And Dallas, oh yeah, they're still in this thing.
It feels good. I missed the game of football while I was out for the 3 weeks. To have to sit at home and watch our guys play, and that was tough. But I'm very thankful to be back out here. Thankful to be healthy, and help this team win.
All right, so Thanksgiving Day games. All right, when Drew Brees went on injured reserve this week, Jameis Winston probably thought he'd have a chance to earn a W instead of actually eat a W in a Saints uniform. But his head coach said, we're not turning over the team to a turnover machine. Instead, he gave the keys to the car to a guy who's kind of a tight end, kind of a fullback, kind of a wide receiver, kind of a special teamer. Taysom Hill got his first NFL start. And let's keep in mind, that is the same Taysom Hill that has more NFL tackles than completions. But he was ready to show off his array of quarterback skills against the Atlanta Falcons. It was his first start in 4 years since he was back at BYU taking on Utah State. No Brees, no Winston, but how would Hill do? Well, a little shaky. He actually admitted during the week he was a little nervous preparing to be the starter. Here, initial drive, dropped by Grady Jarrett. It was a 3-and-out for the Saints, and the Falcons, who've been playing some good football under their interim leader, Raheem Morris, had it working. Now, near the goal line, Hill, almost picked up by Michael Walker. A near, terrible mistake by the guy making his first NFL start. Next play, though, Hill just swings it out to Michael Thomas, who gets drilled. Saints would settle for a field goal and a 3-3 tie. All right, now it starts getting better here in a 9-3 Atlanta game. Hill keeping his presence, some poise and hits Michael Thomas for a gain of 16. 2 plays later, he's looking deep downfield. Now, this is a strange play, so stick with me on it. Emmanuel Sanders, he underthrows him. Did he call for a fair catch on this or what? Sanders down, then he gets up, loses it. The Falcons recover, but upon further review, Sanders was touched when his knee was on the ground, so the Saints would retain it. Now, Next Gen Stats says that's a throw of almost 54 yards in the air, the longest completion by a Saints quarterback in the last 3 seasons. We know Drew doesn't throw it downfield. He's like 70 years old. We get it. 4 plays later, Alvin Kamara, who for the first time in his career did not have a catch, finds the end zone on the ground. That's his first career touchdown in 7 games against the Falcons, and the Saints have the lead. On to the third. Hill on 3rd and goal, looking for Michael Thomas. He stopped short. Now, remember, they kicked the field goal earlier, but Sean Payton's like, no, I got a zillion plays in front of me. Let's run one. We don't run this with Drew Brees. They do with Taysom Hill. He still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass in his NFL career, but those legs are working just fine. As for the defensive side of the football, the Saints are balling the last month. Cam Jordan had 3 sacks. Trey Hendrickson is tied for the NFL lead. David Onyemata gets in there. 8 sacks. Everybody doing the dance. All right, that's not the Gritty, so I'm not going to comment on it. But the Saints defense was really good. On to the 4th. Taysom Hill. Yeah, just run it. Just tuck it and go. Saints have won 7 in a row. He joins Dante Culpepper as the only quarterbacks with 40-plus rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns in his first start as a quarterback. That's right. The Saints, because of the Packers' loss, currently the #1 seed in the NFC, which is huge because only the #1 seed this year gets a bye. And look at this. Roddy White, who, of course, a legendary career with the Falcons, said Saints about to get whipped trying us with Taysom Hill at quarterback. We're about to snack him. That was yesterday. Look who retweeted it on Sunday after the Saints win. Oh, yes! That's like LeBron sort of stuff, Sean Payton.
You know, listen, your first start ever in the NFL, I think he called one formation, flipped around the wrong way. There was one motion, and then, all of that kind of calmed down, and he got very comfortable with the flow of the game and did a good job. We did a good job up front, I thought, blocking him.
If I'm being honest, I didn't fully understand what it took to be a starter in the NFL until I got here, and I had the opportunity to learn from Drew. And, man, Drew was with me every step of the way this week as we watched film. He was constantly asking me what I needed and how he could be helpful. And so he was, man, he was so critical. He was such a comfort, for me to have around. And, I look up to him so much. He's become one of my best friends. He was awesome.
Time now for our Next Gen Stats powered by AWS. And we know that Taysom Hill's a great athlete, so he can run, get him outside the tackle box. But what about in the pocket? Look at those stats. Pretty darn solid. 17 of 21, 225 from inside the tackle box. That ain't bad. Was he perfect? No. He was good enough for a win. And the Saints are currently the #1 seed. Don't believe me?